Well, it puts the FBI in a clear leadership position in terms of leading this investigation. It becomes what is a rare federal homicide case if indeed the murder occurred on national park property.
On Thursday of last week, cops said they knew where Brian was. Now they say they have no idea. How does that happen?
Well, in this gray area between determining whether or not a homicide occurred or not, there's this gap period where he was declared a person of interest. Now, very commonly, a person of interest in a potential homicide would be placed under surveillance. That did not happen here. I'm not going to second guess why that happened, but I am encouraged to see now that the FBI has stepped up. That's why you saw them lead a press conference. That's why we saw on our TV screens a search warrant, federal FBI-led search warrant executed at Brian's home and his parents' home in Florida. That's why you're likely to see a U.S. attorney step up and prosecute this if indeed the facts turn into a homicide.
Were you in charge of this, Frank, and the search for Brian Laundrie right now? What would the first next steps be?
Well, I would not be surprised, Shep, if we see the U.S. attorney issue what's called a material witness warrant for Brian. I also wouldn't be surprised if we see his parents hauled before a federal grand jury. I think they're all, at a minimum, witnesses in a sense as to what might have happened to Gabby. And then, of course, the forensics that are going to come out of that crime scene. If indeed these remains are Gabby's, there are going to be tire tracks for a vehicle that can be matched to the van or not, footprints, shoe prints that can show that Brian was at the scene or not. And then a time of death can be fixed, and that can be overlaid with this alleged text that was sent from Gabby saying to her mother, no signal or no reception in Yosemite. Was that even her? Was she even perhaps deceased at the time that was sent?
Frank Figluzzi, thank you.
Shepard Smith here. Thanks for watching CNBC on YouTube.